My lips are numb. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That Christian Vlogger, where you get to come and join me and experience faith in the first person. If you're new to the channel, I talk about my relationship with God, my faith journey every week, so definitely consider subscribing. As you can see, I'm kind of in a rough shape. This is in fact blood. My jacket is covered in blood. I have stitches here and a dislocated shoulder. So you could say that it's been a rough day. Actually, that's not even entirely true. I'm actually really grateful and really very optimistic considering everything that happened today. So here's the story basically. I was riding home on my electric skateboard. Yes, I commute to and from work on my electric skateboard. It's usually a lot of fun. When I was driving back or riding back home, I was seeing that there was this kid that was trying to cross traffic, and he was just like dodging cars, running back and forth to jump through the traffic and to what I thought would be to cross the road. So I slowed down and I gestured to him to let him pass. And the next thing I know is I see him wind up, and before I can react, he smacks me, punches me right in the face right here. Blood goes everywhere. It's all over the road, everything else. I fall and I hit the ground, and unfortunately I have a weak shoulder. You can probably see, well, you can't really tell, I guess. I have a weak shoulder, and I've actually dislocated the shoulder like 8 or 9 times from rock climbing and stuff like that. So it's a really weak shoulder. I hit the ground and I dislocate my shoulder again. And that's when I hear the kid just kind of laughing, and he basically just runs away. Like my phone flies out, like I have my wallet, and the kid doesn't even like go for any of that stuff. He just wanted to come across the street, dodge traffic, pop me in the face, and run. Thankfully, 2 people stopped and they saw what had happened. They checked if I was okay, but I'm like there standing with my arm kind of hanging limp because it's out of its socket, and I'm trying to put it back in. Just like this whole thing happens. So I was just attacked while on the way home from work. Shout out to Mario and Marina. Hey. Thanks for taking me to the hospital right now. How to say this? I went to the hospital in the emergency room. Some friends of mine took me to the ER to get checked up and stuff like that. So the nice doctor slash nurse gave me this really cool dress to wear. I think it looks good. Just getting a little manicure here at the hospital. So Emily's about to come here in the ER. I'm wondering what she's gonna think. Hi, babe.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing?
Of course, I'm vlogging it. Doing okay? How's your day?
Oh, it's okay.
They were able to kind of just check everything out. I did end up getting stitches on my lip. It's probably gonna take a couple of days, maybe a week and a half or 2 to heal. Got x-rays on my shoulder, and the shoulder seems okay. It's back in its socket, and nothing wrong with that though, since it's happened, you know, almost 10 times. It's definitely time to like check it out with an orthopedic doctor or something like that. But in all of this craziness, my emotions are definitely not where I thought they would be. In like the second that I get hit off the board, like the first thought that I think is, man, that's, you know, this is gonna hurt, or whatever the case is. And the second thought was, man, I hope they catch this kid. And just to give you a little context, this wasn't like a fully grown man. It was like a teenager, like an early teenager. Bigger boy though, for sure bigger, but definitely very young. Maybe he was in his early high school years, I don't know. But my thought was, I hope they catch this kid. And it wasn't for the reason that I think, you know, most people would think that, which was totally surprising to me. I think catch him so I can beat him up, or so the cops can, you know, throw him in, you know, prison or something along those lines. My thought was, I hope they catch him so I can talk to this kid. Like, I don't know him, but I'm guessing if this kid is caught up in this kind of stupidity, that, you know, he probably doesn't have direction and like purpose in his life, probably didn't have like a solid parental figure to kind of guide and teach them right from wrong, and kind of just invest in them and really believe in them. And so as I'm falling and as I'm hitting the ground, my thought is, I hope they catch him so I can talk to him and hear where he's coming from, and ultimately to forgive him, to be there for him, and hopefully kind of like be one of those people in his life that he might really need. Someone that can say, you know what, you're doing stupid things and you're better than this. You know, you're worth more than this. Don't throw away your life just for these stupid things. And to me, this was a really cool like revelation, because you hear about on Facebook and YouTube about people that have had some really terrible things happen, far worse than anything I've experienced today. But they have these really terrible things happen, and I love the way that some of these Christians respond, and they respond with grace and forgiveness, and ultimately the love of Christ in an effort to try and win that person who's fallen kind of from grace, fallen from their potential. I've always thought, man, I wonder what I would do in that situation. It was so cool to see. It wasn't even like after I've been through it, after I processed it, after I've been pissed off, that's what I would do. But it was like in that split second, that's what I thought. And I was just like, as I'm reflecting on those thoughts, I'm thinking, wow, how cool. Like, God definitely has been doing something in my life, because if you rewind 10 years ago, or even just a few years ago, that definitely would not have been my thought process. I probably would have been out for blood, ready to fight, ready to seek like the worst penalty that this person could have. But that wasn't how I responded today. And to me, like, this sucks, the whole shoulder thing. It's probably gonna be about a month before I can really use this shoulder like normally again. But honestly, there's a certain part of me that feels like that was worth it, to learn that about myself and to realize how God has been working in my life. And I'm so grateful for that. Chances are, if this happened to not myself, if this happened to someone I love, like if this happened to Emily, I don't think in the least bit I would respond this way. So I'm kind of glad it happened to me. But yeah, so let me say this. Like, I don't know who you are, kid, and I don't think you're ever gonna watch this, but if by some divine appointment, God somehow directs you to this channel, maybe in the near future or decades from now, and you remember me, the only Asian kid in this neighborhood in West Oak Lane in Philadelphia, riding on my electric skateboard on Stenton Avenue, and you were that kid that came across the street just for fun to come and punch me in the face. This is what I want to say to you. Number one, you punch like a girl. Like, this actually didn't really hurt. Take some fighting lessons. If you're really going to get out there and start fights, like, you probably want to learn how to defend yourself a little bit better. But really, the second thing is this. I want to say this. I forgive you. And I hope that this isn't the direction that your life is going. I hope that you find purpose and you find direction. You find something else than what you're experiencing now. And I want to let you know, if you haven't found it yet, I believe that that thing that you're looking for is Jesus Christ. And I want to be available to you. You'll probably never see this, but if you do, if you are watching this, the links below, the links to my social media are below. Reach out to me. I forgive you. It's not even a big deal. But I want to be there for you in case you need someone. If you've never had anyone in your corner, I want to be there for you. And I hope through this experience, you've learned as much as I have learned. God loves you, and so do I. So tell me why it's only after I shoot the video and shower and all that whole thing that I noticed that there was blood on my teeth the entire time. Sorry about that. And also, I'm a little self-conscious that this came across like really crazy, really preachy or something like that. But it's my honest perspective on today's events. So anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope your day was better than mine today. Until next time, I'm That Christian Vlogger, and I want to encourage you to experience faith in the first person. God bless. Oh, and if you've been wondering why I'm talking so funny, it's because the stitches in my mouth and I can't quite open my mouth all the way. Alright, see ya.